here on Portside, University of Portland student athletes, coaches, and administration took part in the 5th annual Portland Timbers Stand Together Week, volunteering throughout the city of Portland. And one of those events was at the Oregon Food Bank, where members of the Timbers, Thorns, and Pilots community helped pack donated food.
Whoa. Turnover.
Volunteers are so critical to what we do here at the food bank. Last year our volunteers packed about 16 million pounds of food. It's about 1/3 of all the food we distributed. Instead of 16 million pounds of food we would not have been able to distribute were not for volunteers showing up for shifts like this.
Obviously, you can imagine in a community like this, food for your families are very important, and that's always seemed to be something that sometimes a lot of communities are lacking and families are lacking. So always a big drive and a big push to make sure that you can provide as much food for the families that need it, to provide, put food on their tables for their kids, for their families. Your hands big? You got long arms? Oh. I could have been a goalie.
You could have been.
I could have been a goalie.
I think one of the key components of University of Portland and our mission is service back to the community. And it's great that it's something that the Portland Timbers also believe in. It's important to our university and our department, and it's a lot of fun too.
Tricks are for kids. I used to like tricks as a kid. I actually have multiple tasks. First it was to get the food, separate it, put it in the boxes. Now you're at a station, and now it's making boxes and whatever we need for our stations, really. So it's just a little bit of the whole picture.
It says a lot about our staff. I think we've had most of our coaching staffs, a lot of our key support staff out here this week. And things are still busy in the office, but I'm very proud that people have made a priority, whether it be at Harper's Playground or Sunshine or today at the food bank, making it a priority.
Another event that the University of Portland took part in during the Timbers Stand Together Week was cleaning up at Harper's Playground in North Portland. Members of the UP men's and women's soccer programs were on hand for the playground maintenance. Back in 2012, the women's soccer team contributed to the renovation of the park, and they also raised money for the playground by auctioning off warm-up jerseys. This park holds a special place in the heart of the program, and they were happy to be back.
We're helping out with the Timbers Stand Together Week. It's the last day. Us and the men's team came out, and this park is near and dear to our hearts because originally when they were building and accepting donations, the women's soccer program donated $5,000 or so to the park being built. So it's awesome to reconnect with the organization that we had partnered with before.
The University of Portland has been involved with Harper's Playground since just about the very beginning. So it began in the summer of 2010, and they all suggested that they would like to get involved and make our dream of building this playground part of their service to the community.
Coming to a place like this where it's really easy and accessible for people in wheelchairs or have disabilities in that way, and it definitely means something to come out and help and keep this place clean for those in need.
Harper is my daughter. She's 11 now, but when she was 4 years old, we discovered that the typical playground does not work for children who experience disabilities. The universal access allows a kid who uses wheels to get everywhere on the entire park. And then the adaptive features that we have, like accessible water and adaptive swings, allow children to use as much of the park as humanly possible.
We're doing everything from picking up weeds and brooming all the paths. I think it's really important to keep this place clean and really welcoming for everyone.
These kind of volunteer days are a good indication of everything from grassroots community support and corporate support like the Timbers. It means we're on the right track. It means we know we're going to get our mission completed because people are behind us, and not just behind us, alongside us, getting this done.
It's awesome to see teammates again after a long break, but also to kind of get back on the same page and you have the same goals, and a huge part of our goal as an organization is giving back to different communities. starting before we're even back as a team, kind of coming together in little groups and giving back that way as part of our huge goal.
Up next on the show, a profile of Interim Director of Sports Performance, Kat Wade.
I want us to be on time, and I want echo talk on our reps. So it's 15 seconds.